Yes, I'm good. Also, okay.
Welcome to class.
Hi everyone. So, today we are having class about the Mid-Autumn Festival,
Yeah.
and we're going to start off with the homework.
Wait, there was homework.
I think so.
Wait, I
Everyone,
taught Saturday class. That's right. Wait, today is Saturday. Oh wait, no, I taught 9:30 to 10:30. That's why. Yeah. There wasn't homework this week.
okay, Rachel, what was your favorite part about school?
I like to have a Chinese class because my Chinese teacher is very funny and she's beautiful. We all like her.
That's great. I also take Chinese classes and I like my class too. Thanks so much for sharing. What about Shen Tianyu? Also, if you could change your name, that would be great. But what was your favorite part about school?
Hey, everyone, please turn your cameras on. 打开你们的摄像头 please. Marco, 打开你的摄像头 Varsha, Isabella, open your cameras. All right.
Shen Tianyu, can you hear me? If not, I can move up. I can move to someone else, and then we can come back to you.
Good job, guys. Everyone, turn on your cameras.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you, and then what about Sophia? What is your favorite part about school?
My favorite is painting because it's very funny.
I love painting too. I'm an artist, so I really enjoy painting. What do you like painting the most? Do you have something that you really enjoy painting?
Mm,
If you don't have anything, that's okay too. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, that looks great. Thanks so much for showing us. That's amazing.
mm.
Um, oh, it's so cute. Is that a chicken? Very nice. Yeah. Okay, what about Marin? What's your favorite part about school?
My favorite part of school is the soccer class because I can play soccer.
Yeah, I love soccer too. It's such a fun sport. Thanks so much for sharing. Um, I'm gonna go back to Shen Tianyi. If you can hear me, could you answer the question, what is your favorite part about school? Okay, that's okay. We'll come back to you for a different question. I'm not exactly sure who's in this class and who isn't. So if you are a visitor, please include that within your name. And if you're a participant in the class, make sure to turn on your cameras and put your name down so I know who you are. And it looks like Theodore, are you a student in this class?
Hey guys, open your cameras, please. 打开你们的摄像头 Thank you.
Can you see me
Oh,
here?
yes, I can. Can you answer the question, what's your favorite part about school?
Playground.
I love the playground too. Is there a reason why you like the playground? Theodore, is there like a reason why you like playing on the playground or do you just like it?
Running and walking.
Oh, you like running and walking? I love running and walking too. What's the favorite time of the day that you like to run? I like to run in the morning.
I running in the morning and afternoon.
Good stuff. That's good. Running is very good for your body and your health.
Yeah.
It burns a lot of fat.
Thanks so much for
So-
sharing, Theodore and Alan. Is there anyone else who I missed, or was that? Li Jingyi, if you are in this class, what's your favorite part about school?
In the class.
So did you say English class?
In the class.
In the class? You
Oh,
like
I
being in
see.
the class?
Is there like a specific class that you like going to, or just classes in general?
I can learn in the class.
Okay, thanks so much for sharing. I also enjoy being in class and learning. If there's anyone that I missed, you can unmute and let me know. But for now, we're just going to move on to our next slide. So thanks, everyone who shared about their homework from this week.
All right, guys. What's your favorite thing to do in your free time? Let's see. Who should I call on? Raise your hand if you would like to be called on. Like that. Okay. Yeah, raise your hand like that if you want to get called on. Can you guys hear me?
Here,
Even
let's
though
start with
well-
Marin. I think I can hear you, Alan.
Bruh.
What if we
All right,
just call on someone?
All right, Sophia Pung Pung. What's your favorite? Bro, get out. Y'all get out. Y'all get out. One second. My friends are making me laugh. Y'all get out.
That's okay.
out.
Okay. I'm
All
gonna
right, no,
start
I'm
the
ready.
conversation.
They're
now.
leaving. They're leaving. Okay.
Okay, so we can start with
Marin,
Sophia.
what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
My favorite thing to do is playing basketball.
You like playing basketball?
Yes.
Right? That's cool. I like playing basketball too. We should play sometimes. Anyways. Li Jingyi, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
My favorite thing is listen to music.
Listen to music? Who do you like? Which artist do you like? Like whose music
I
do you
like
listen
pop
to?
music.
You like what?
I like pop music.
Wait, what? Oh, pop. Okay. Have you ever heard Olivia Rodrigo? All right. What's that? Okay. Shin Tianyu, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time? Shin Tianyu, yeah.
Read books.
Read books. What books do you like?
Story books.
Storybooks. I like storybooks too. All right. I think we can move on to the next slide. Do we have to ask everyone, or just like a few people?
Let's try to get to everyone. So what about Marin? Would you like to answer the question, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
My favorite thing to do in the free time is to play soccer.
That's very cool.
That's
I
good.
enjoy
I like
playing
playing
soccer
soccer
too.
too. Oh, jinx. Anyways, Sophia Pung Pung, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
I think Sophia already went, so what if we go to Rachel instead?
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, Rachel.
I will read books and draw pictures.
I like reading books and drawing pictures too. What's your favorite book?
I like to read the Harry Potter and
Harry
the
Potter?
books.
I love Harry Potter. Okay. Anyways, next person. Andre. What's your favorite thing to do in your free time? Andre, can you hear me? Okay. Turn on your camera, please. Yeah.
Okay. I think my favorite things that is playing computer game like Call of Duty
Call of
or
Duty? Oh, you're tough at Call of Duty? We should play. Okay. Anyways, yeah, can you turn your camera, Andre? Thank you. Who else? That's everyone. Okay, next slide. I think we're calling everyone.
Okay, so next we're moving on to our topic, which is the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival, which I mentioned at the beginning. So let's start off with what is the Mid-Autumn Festival? So it's pretty much a celebration for good rice and fruit harvests, and it's the 15th day of the 8th moon, according to the lunar calendar, and it's always in September or around the beginning of October. During this time, it's a really great time to look at the moon, and it's very similar to the American holiday, Thanksgiving. So let's start with Theodore. Do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
I like Mid-Autumn Festival because I can eat some food and for example, watermelon and 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 yes.
I love watermelon. It's my favorite fruit. I also think eating food's a great way to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. So thanks so much for sharing. What about Marin? Would you like to answer the question, do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
I like Mid-Autumn Festival because I can I can see I can watch TV.
Yeah, that's another great way to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. Is there any specific shows or channels that you like to watch on during the Mid-Autumn Festival?
I didn't.
That's okay. Thanks so much for sharing. What about Rachel? Do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
I like the Mid-Autumn Festival because it can see a very big moon and we can eat the mooncake. My favorite mooncake is the red bean mooncake.
Wow, I really like red bean mooncake too. It's super good. Yes, the moon is it's a great time to look at the moon. So thanks so much for sharing. That sounds like a lot of fun. What about Sophia? Do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
I can play my rabbit lantern.
That's so cool. Lanterns are really awesome, and I think we're actually doing an activity at the end of class today, if there's enough time with lanterns. So that's really exciting. Thanks for sharing. What about Andre? Do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
Andre, can you hear us?
If you don't have an answer,
Andre.
that's totally okay. We can come back to you in a few turns. Also, just a reminder for everybody who is a student, please turn on your camera so we know that you're here and attentive, and then we won't have to worry
Yeah.
about our.
打开你们的摄像头 please.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to Li Jingyi. Do you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why?
Yeah, I like MidAutumn Festival because we get all the family get together.
Yeah, I also meet with a lot of people during the Mid-Autumn Festival, and have family gatherings, so that's really awesome to hear. Thanks for sharing. I believe we have everyone. So I'm gonna go back to Andre. If you can hear me, could you please let us know if you like the Mid-Autumn Festival and why? Okay, Andre, that's totally okay. I'm just going to move on from there, and then we'll call you on the next slide.
Where is it celebrated? The Mid-Autumn Festival is celebrated in China, 中国, Hong Kong, 香港, and Macau, 澳门. There are also similar holidays celebrated in Japan, 日本, Korea, 韩国, Cambodia, I can't read that, Laos, I can't read that either, Myanmar, yeah, I'm just not gonna read the Chinese words, Singapore, Vietnam, India, and the United States. For example, in Vietnam, it is called the Children's Festival because they believe that children are the most innocent, pure, and sacred. Where do you go to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival? All right, let's see. Who should I call on? Theodore, where do you go to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival? Theodore, can you hear me?
I go to the Nanjing and
Nanjing?
the Mid-Autumn Festival, yes.
Oh, yeah, Nanjing is very fun. Anyways, Sophia Peng Peng, where do you go to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival?
I go to the park.
Go to the park?
Enjoy the moon.
Oh, you watch the moon? I like watching the moon too. It's really like round. You feel me? It's like this round. All right. Marin, where do you go for the Mid-Autumn Festival?
I go to. I didn't know, but at my home I watch TV.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. Sorry. You go where?
I play with my friend and we eat. We
Mooncakes?
yeah.
Yeah, I like mooncakes too. All right. Li Jingyi, where do you go to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival?
Go home, yeah, go home. In the middle of festival, everyone.
Huh? Wait, can you repeat that? I think I heard go home, go home. That's it. So what, bro? What is Mathway? Yo, who is Mindy Lawrence? Wait. I think
Okay,
your screen
1
sharing
minute.
started. Okay. All right, guys, 1 minute. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
All right, I'm having some trouble with the slides because my internet just crashed. But I'm gonna go on without Alan and then just use this version without the full screen because I can't do the slideshow version. So we're just going to move on to the next slide, which is about, okay. Thanks, Estelle. Yay, okay, so we have slides now. So we're gonna start off with legends, which is kind of like the origins from which the Mid-Autumn Festival stems from. So there's a central legend about the goddess Chang'e, and it starts off with the earth having about 10 suns, and that caused a really terrible drought. So then at the request of the Emperor of Heaven, the great archer Hou Yi shot down 9 suns, and his endeavors saved the earth. And as a gift, he was given immortality potion, and then he planned to share it with his wife Chana. But then there's a wicked apprentice named Meng, and she came to his home to steal the potion, but she's stopped by Chang'e. And the way she stops her is by actually drinking the potion, and then she automatically ascends to the heavens. So once she ascends, she takes the moon as her own home. And to this day, when you look at the moon, you can kind of see Chang'e's likeness. And this legend was really inspirational and was the main motivation for the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Yep.
So I think the question was left off of this slide. So I'm gonna ask if you have heard this legend before, and if you think that this legend is good or not. So we're gonna start with Marin. Have you heard this legend before, and do you like it?
Can you say again?
Yeah, sure. Have you ever heard this legend before about Chang'e, and do you like the legend?
Mm,
Okay, that's okay if you can't answer. We're gonna go to Theodore. Have you ever heard the legend about Chang'e, or and do you like it or not?
I'm sorry, teacher. Can you speak um again? I slowly again, please. Thank you.
Yes. Have you ever heard this legend about Chang'e before? And do you like the legend?
Yes, I like this large and my grandfather and mother tell me this story, and I think it's interesting.
Thanks so much for sharing. I also have heard this before from my parents, and it's a really great legend. We're going to move on to Sophia. Have you ever heard this legend before? And do you like it or not?
yes, I heard it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Did you hear it from somebody specific? Did you like learn it in school? And also, do you like the legend? Do you think it's interesting?
From the video.
From the reading
Video.
video.
Very cool. That's awesome that they talk about it on the radio. Thanks so much for sharing. What about Li Jingyi? Have you ever heard this legend before? If so, from who, and do you like it?
Yeah, I hear it in a long time ago. I like it. It's old story.
Great, thanks for sharing. What about the, oh, I think I asked Theodore already. Rachel, could you respond to the question, have you heard this legend before? And if so, where'd you hear it from, and do you like it?
I hear from my Chinese teacher. I very like it.
Yes, thanks for sharing. That's so cool. I also heard it from my Chinese teacher before. What about, I think we went through everybody, but I believe, okay, I think we're good. So we're gonna move on to the next slide. Thanks for sharing, everybody.
Right. Traditions. Lantern lighting. Wait, what did Andre just say? Oh, wait. Okay, anyways. Lantern lighting. Mooncake making and sharing. 1. Courtship and matchmaking. 2. Fireworks. 3. Family gatherings and meals. Dragon dance. 1. Oh, okay. My bad. Gift giving. Drinking cassia wine. Which one of these activities do you do to celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival? Marin, which one of these activities do you do?
I eat mooncake. Family gathering and meals.
Okay. Li Jingyi, which one of these activities do you do to celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival?
In my hometown, we just eat mooncakes in the.
You eat mooncake? I eat mooncakes too. You know Marco? He's watching this class. His mom gave me some mooncakes. They're really delicious. Anyways, Sophia Peng Peng, which one of these activities do you do to celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival? Sophia.
Play lanterns and eat mooncakes.
Wow. I wish I can. I wish I can light lantern. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna ask you a follow-up question. Is lighting lanterns fun? Is lighting lanterns fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel, which one of these activities do you do to celebrate? Oh, someone has a question? One second.
In the fireworks, and we will
One
make.
second, Rachel, one second. Wait, who? Oh, never mind. Go on, Rachel.
We will make and share the mooncake, and we will to light the fireworks. We will see the dragon dance.
Mm-hmm. That's all. Is that everything? That's really fun.
Yes.
Wait, you guys do firecrackers like during Mid-Autumn Festival? Rachel? Oh, you don't? Wait, what'd you say? Fire what? Rachel. You said you guys do fireworks, right?
We're lighting the fireworks.
Fireworks like Yanhua fireworks?
Yes.
No shot. I thought that was illegal. All right, that's really fun. Next time I go to China, I'm gonna light a bunch of fireworks. Okay, who had a question before Rachel went? You can ask your question now. Hey, who had a question? No one? Okay. Okay. Andre, which one of these activities do you do during Mid-Autumn Festival? Turn on your camera, Andre, please. Thank you.
I see someone putting firework.
Someone putting fireworks. Do you eat mooncakes?
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, who have I not called on? Theodore, have I called on you? Theodore? Have I called on
Yes.
you? Okay.
Um,
Well, who have I
I
not called
think
on? Marin, I haven't called on Marin. Marin, which one of these activities do you do?
I eat mooncake and I eat mooncake.
You eat mooncake and you eat mooncake? Okay. Yeah, what flavor mooncake do you like the most? What flavor mooncake do you like the most? Marin, you turned your microphone off.
I like it.
You like them all? Okay. That's everybody. Yeah, next slide, please, Estelle. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. Mooncake making and sharing.
Estella.
Oh, that's right. My
Oh,
bad.
sorry,
You're good.
you're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Mooncake. Okay. Mooncake making and sharing. So I know a lot of you guys have talked about eating mooncake. So let's talk about how they're made and who you guys make them with. So a full moon means prosperity and reunion. And the roundness, which I think Alan mentioned about the moon, represents togetherness. So when people eat mooncakes with their families and friends to show these loves and best wishes, sometimes you even make them with your friends, which is really awesome. And there is a lot of different flavors that people can choose from. So let's start off with the question, what is your favorite flavor of mooncake? Let's start with Theodore. Do you have a favorite flavor of mooncake? And I think there's some listed at the bottom if you need some references.
bean paste and egg yolk.
Yeah, those two flavors are really delicious. I also really like the bean paste, but I've never tried an egg yolk before, so I think I might have, but I think they both look really, really good. Thanks so much for sharing. What about Marin? Could you tell me what your favorite flavor of mooncake is?
My first is the red bean.
I also really like the red bean. It's really great, and I like the paste inside. Thanks for sharing. Let's move on to Sophia. Could you tell us what your favorite flavor of mooncake is?
My favorite flavor is chocolate.
That's so cool. I've never had chocolate mooncake before, but I'll definitely try it out. Thanks for sharing. just a reminder to everybody, please make sure to turn on your camera so we know you're here. And when we call on you, try to respond
I have a comment.
within a few seconds. Yes, Alan?
Yeah, Andre's camera like doesn't work, so he's fine. All right, everyone else.
Okay,
turn your
then we're
cameras on.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you need to go somewhere, just let us
Rachel
know.
has her
It's
hand
totally
raised.
fine.
Rachel, what do you
Oh,
need?
yes.
My favorite mooncake is the red bean mooncake.
Oh,
That's so cool. So it's kind of like, I think it
W
was
cake. I love red bean
Theodore.
mooncake.
And I
Yeah.
also like the flour cake.
Flour cake. What about the snow skin mooncake? You can get those at Dazhonghua. They're really good. Mhm.
Yeah, they are great.
I don't eat that before.
Yeah, I think that's something in the United States, but yeah, they have really good mooncake. Thanks for sharing. I think Theodore also mentioned that she likes red bean too. So we can move on to Li Jingyi. What is your favorite flavor of mooncake?
I like the red bean mooncake.
Yeah, so I think red bean is really popular among everyone, and I also think red bean is delicious. Andre, I think if you can't unmute and respond, you could just respond in the chat and then I can give a response there too. So thanks everyone for answering, and I think Estelle, we're good to move on to the next slide.
All right. Courtship and matchmaking. Yeah, Andre, we can hear you. Just your camera doesn't work. That's fine. We can hear you. Courtship and matchmaking. The Mid-Autumn Moon Festival has traditionally been a choice occasion to celebrate marriages. In Chinese mythology, the god of the moon is responsible for love and marriage. So in this time, lots of couples wish to get married. A festival for prayers of love, for love, and happy language. All right, Andre, what do you think about this slide? Turn on your camera. Or turn turn on your microphone. My bad. His mic was working like 10 minutes ago. All right, I guess next slide. Is there a question for this slide? So, okay. Yeah. Do you guys know if your parents got married during the Moon Festival? Raise your hand to answer the question. Do you know if your parents got married during the Moon Festival? It's an easy yes or no question. Oh, shoot. Okay, Marin, did your parents get married during the Moon Festival?
No.
Oh, that's okay. Ling Jingyi, did your parents get married during the Moon Festival?
What?
Did your parents get married during the Moon Festival?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Top G. Sophia Peng Peng, did your parents get married during the Chinese Moon Festival?
No.
No.
We married in July.
Theodore, did your parents get married during the Chinese Moon Festival? Theodore.
Okay, yes, Chaos. Slowly again.
Huh? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
What? Can you speak the question
Oh,
again?
yeah, I got you. Did your parents get married during the Chinese Moon Festival?
My parents like MidAutumn Festival.
Yeah. Did they get
Yeah,
married?
yes,
Or like, really?
yes,
Oh, that's
yes,
so
they
cool.
like.
Marry is like 结婚, like when a girl and a man, or when a man and a woman love each other very much, they get married.
My
You feel me?
grandpa is MidAutumn Festival gone.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Claire, can you take over? I gotta take my Be Real. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Okay, that's okay. I think we're good with the slide. So I think we're okay to move on to the next slide. Thanks, Estelle. So now we're going to talk about the dragon dance, which I think a few of you guys mentioned you enjoyed watching TV during this time. And I believe there's some channels that show these dragon dances. I know I've seen them before, which is really awesome. So what is the dragon dance? So the dragon dance is a type of traditional Chinese dance in Chinese culture. And dragons represent good luck and strength, hence why they are really often shown during the Mid-Autumn Festival. So dragons are known to drive away evil spirits and bring good luck to the people who kind of are with them and see them performing. So one of the most famous performances is the Tai Hong Fire Dragon Dance. I think I've seen that before. So what the question for this slide is, would you want to do the dragon dance? Let's start off with Marin. Would you want to do the dragon dance?
I don't want to do the dragon dance.
Yeah, is there a reason why you don't want to do it?
I didn't have reason.
Yeah, that's okay. Thanks for sharing. I also think the dragon dance is a little scary and kind of intimidating, so that's totally okay. Let's move on to Theodore. Would you want to do the dragon dance?
And yes.
Great. Is there a reason why you want to do the dragon dance?
It looks cool and interesting.
Yes, I totally agree. I do think it's really cool and interesting as well. Thanks for sharing. Let's move on to Sophia. Would you like to do the dragon dance and why?
No, it is too difficult for me.
Yes, I definitely think that the dragon dance is very difficult and you need to be a skilled dancer to be able to do it. Thanks for sharing. Let's move on to Li Jingyi. Would you want to do the dragon dance? Why or why not?
Yes, I want to do the dragon dance. Yeah, because the dragon dance is a older dance in China. It have a long history.
Yes, that's a great point. The dragon dance does have a very long history. I remember it has origins that go way back. So I also think that's really cool. Thanks for sharing. Lastly, Rachel, would you want to do the dragon dance? Why or why not?
I want to do the dragon dance because I think the dragon dance is very cool, and the dragon I think is very interesting.
Yes, I definitely agree. Dragons are very interesting. I wish they were real. They're super cool. Thanks for sharing.
I wish they
Now
were
that
real too.
everyone's answered, yeah,
Yeah.
let's move on to the next
Okay,
slide
bye.
then.
Okay, common foods. Mooncake, 月饼, shows family being happy together and healthy. Pomelo, 柚子. That's actually not the correct translation. The correct translation would be grapefruit. Grapefruit, 柚子, represents blessing for children and grandchildren. Walnuts, 核桃, a light snack. Edamame, 毛豆荚, a Southern Asia tradition eaten like snacks. Lotus fruit, lianao. The clinging fiber symbolizes a strong bond of people. Pear, li. It is usually considered an unlucky food, except for at Mid-Autumn Festival. That's why I never eat pear during the day. You'll never catch me eating pear. Anyways, Marin, do you eat pear other than the Mid-Autumn Festival?
Can you say again?
Do you eat pear like for fun, or do you only eat it on Mid-Autumn Festival?
I only eat Mid-Autumn Festival.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Good stuff. All right, Rachel, do you eat pear normally, or do you only eat it on Mid-Autumn Festival?
I very like the pear.
So you eat it other than the Mid-Autumn Festival? You know that's unlucky, right? I just learned that too. Yeah, so next time you shouldn't eat pear other than the Mid-Autumn Festival because it's unlucky. All right, next slide. Good job.
All right, so this slide is about paper lanterns, which hopefully, if we have enough time, we'll do an activity afterward. So paper lanterns are primarily used for worship, celebration, and decoration. So the most common Chinese lanterns are in red, which you'll probably see to your left. There's a lot hanging up, and they're bright and very beautiful, and they kind of decorate the city. So sometimes they have Chinese characters on it, sometimes indicating luck or like a phrase, something like that. So the earliest paper lanterns were created around 25 AD during the Han Dynasty, which you may have learned about in your history classes. So lanterns are used for celebration and worship, and of course to decorate and make the city look beautiful. The question for this slide is, have you made a lantern before? Sophia, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, I have made one.
That's awesome. What did you make it with?
Paper.
That's very cool. Do you remember what color it was?
I made it with my father's help.
I make it my father's help.
I see. That's very cool. I also made a lantern, I believe, in China, and my parents helped me as well. Thanks so much for sharing. Let's go to Li Jingyi. Have you ever made a lantern before?
Yes, I have made a lantern before, but I lost it.
That's okay. Do you remember where you made it at least?
I forget it.
No worries. Thanks for sharing. That's really awesome. What about Marin? Have you ever made a lantern before? And if so, where? And what did you make it with?
I make a lantern. I use the paper. I make a lantern with my grandmother.
That's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing. What about Theodore? Have you ever made a lantern before? And if so, where did you make it and what did you make it with?
History.
Oh, sorry, Marin, could you please mute yourself? Just so I can hear what Theodore is saying. Thank you. And if you need me to repeat the question, please let me know.
I sometimes made a lantern before.
That's very cool. Do you remember what you made it with?
Rabbit lantern.
Great. Thanks for sharing. That's really cool. I think that's a very cool animal to make a lantern out of. Rachel, I think you are our last student to answer. Have you made a lantern before? And if so, with what and where?
Hey. Oh, sorry.
This lamp is in my school to make.
Yeah, that's so cool that your school makes lanterns. I remember making some lanterns before as well.
Hey,
Thanks
Claire.
for sharing, everyone.
Claire,
Yes.
the group leader said this is the last slide because we have to make paper lanterns.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
So
there we
we
go.
have our activity now, which Alan will lead because I do not have the materials currently. But it's really exciting and we're going to be making lanterns. So I'm going to hand it over to Alan. And sorry for taking up so much time.
You're good. Don't even worry about it. Just watch out for group leader.
So
Play the
before
video. Oh, my bad.
Sorry, one note. So before we begin, could everyone get 2 sheets of paper and some scissors if you have any next to you? It can be whatever you have would totally work.
2 sheets of paper.
And we're going to be making some lanterns with you guys
some
with the last
scissors.
like 7 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Alan's got it covered.
2 sheets of paper and some scissors. I'll give you 30 seconds. 30 秒 to get the materials. 30. Oh, and glue and tape. And get some glue and tape. I have some super glue right here. You don't need super glue. You can use a glue stick. Yeah. Or tape. 胶带. You can use tape. Yep. 30, 29, 28. All right, hurry up, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, 30 seconds is up. We're gonna start the video. Hey, can whoever's controlling it start the video? Thank you. I'm gonna make the best paper lantern. Oh, yeah, so do this step first. Draw those lines and cut the lines. All right? Tell me when you're done. When you're done. Oh. Okay, I'll show you. Estelle, play the video again so I can teach them like step by step. I'm gonna make mine too. All right, guys. So first you draw these lines. What?
Estelle, is it possible to like go to the settings and slow down the video a little? I think some of the
What
students
is
are
this
having
hard
trouble.
tutorial, bro? If I can't figure it out, how can these kids figure it out?
I think the sound's also turned off, so we're just going to go by whatever Alan says.
Draw a line. Go to the bottom of the paper. Draw another line. What are you talking? Wait, what crease? You just crease it like over and over again? So like
Oh, okay. I think what's happening is you first fold the paper in half. So you're taking your big rectangle square. Sorry, I don't have anything I can show you guys with. And then you're going to fold it in half. I might be doing this
Oh,
completely wrong.
alright.
I have no idea. I've never seen this
Alright.
video before, so I apologize.
Alright, watch this,
And
guys.
then we're going to
Fold it
measure
in half like that.
the sides. Yeah, hopefully.
And then, next step.
Maybe you could rewind the video, Estelle. Sorry, it's kind of going fast.
Yeah, group leader.
There we go. And then I think they're drawing lines on both sides. So the long sides, they're doing lines. And then in between the two long lines, they're doing more lines. And I think that's going to help when you're cutting up the lantern to create the outside.
Oh. Alright, guys, I'm gonna show you how it's done.
So
Ready?
if you guys know what a ladder looks like, when you draw all the lines, it should give a ladder type image.
Hold up. Just keep playing the video. Keep playing it. Don't stop it. Do not stop the video. Everyone watch my screen. I'll teach you guys how to do it. Yo, what? This guy knows magic. Oh no, I can't do that. I can't compete. This guy is group leader.
All right, so they use the lines that they drew previously and they cut lines with that. So this
That
is a
doesn't make
little
any
more
sense. How can you
complicated
cut in the middle of a
because,
paper without cutting on the side?
right, so once you have the paper folded in half, you're going to have to fold it in half again and then cut it that way. So it creates like a
Oh.
space where you can
All right,
cut.
watch. Everyone,
Yeah,
ready?
Alan's
Look at
got
my
it.
screen. I got it. So look, I have this paper folded in half, right? It's a Franklin D. Roosevelt speech. You fold it in half like that, and then watch. You fold it in half again like this, and then cut, but don't cut all the way through. So cut to like here. Don't cut all the way through. I'm gonna do that right now, and then you guys can do it with me. So you just cut like that, and then cut, and then do that like 7 more times. I'm gonna do it, and you guys should be doing it behind the camera. Cut, 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 cut. Dun 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 dun. All right, I'm done. If you're done, raise your hand. Okay.
All right,
next
we're
step.
going to wait
See? So
just
now it's
like
that.
30 seconds. Yeah, so I have a piece of paper for everyone who's a little confused. So we have the rectangle, right? And we're going to fold it in half, just like this. And it's going to shrink it down to about half the size. So it should look like this now.
Yeah.
And then once we have this,
and then you fold it in half
we're
again.
going to fold it one more time, okay? So then when you open it up, but don't open it up just yet. So it's gonna look like this. So it's gonna be like 1/4 the size of the original paper. And if you open up, if you see what Alan's doing, it's going to have 4 sections. So you can kind of see the 4 creases. But we're gonna keep it folded for now. And along this side that you creased on, sorry, it's really hard to tell, but we're going to cut this and it's going to create lines around it, which will create the outside of the lantern. So once everyone has all those cuts in, can you just let us know in the chat or raising your hand or something like that?
Yeah.
We have like a minute left, so we're going to try to get this through really quickly. And I think Alan's just going to speed through the next 2 steps, but we're
Yeah.
getting there. It's good.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Good job. I love building bridges, and I know you guys do too. Let's go. Can everyone say Date Bio? Oh, okay. All right, next step. Yo, it's still next step. Where's the screen? What is going on? Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying, guys.
I'm gonna try my best to give a voiceover because we have like 30 seconds left. So they're folding the two sides. So once you
Like
open
this,
it
like
up,
this.
so
Ready?
it's like this.
You can always
Yep,
watch my
and
screen if you get
then
confused.
yeah, and you can see Alan, he's folding up the two sides that you originally drew the long lines on. So, and by the way, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. But we're taking the second sheet of paper after you fold that. And again, we're
Yeah.
folding that in half as well. So I think it's like hamburger style. I'm not sure if you guys know what that means, but just fold it in half
They know
so
what it
that it
means.
looks like
I
this
taught them.
again. Okay. And we're going to grab the glue, and using
glue.
that glue, we're going to tape, or I'm sorry, glue or tape, whatever works, the two sides down
Yo, this
to
is super glue.
the
It's getting
second
onto
sheet
me.
of paper.
Actually,
All
that's fine.
right, and then you see where the maker is bending the paper, and it's creating a really
stuck.
cool circle type shape. Isn't that so cool? And then on both ends, she's just attaching it, and it's creating a circular shape. So I know that went really fast, but maybe Estelle can play it one more time really quickly, and then you guys are free to leave. We've already been 2 minutes over the time, so whenever you're finished or whenever you feel like you're done, feel free to go. And thanks everyone
guys,
for joining us today.
Everybody listen to me real quick. I have a better idea. Instead of gluing it to a sheet of paper, just do this. Glue this side to this side. So then it's like a lantern. See? I'm gonna put it up. Yeah, I'm gonna revamp the tutorial. This is a better lantern. So just do this, guys. And then glue it together. So see, it's like a lantern. You can and you can put like a light inside it. Here, let me find a light. All right, guys, watch this. See, this is light. And you can put it inside it, and boom, paper lantern. You see that? Just do that, guys. It's a lot better. Just tape it together. Don't even use the bottom piece of paper. That's way too confusing. And
Yeah,
you get glue
if
on
you
your hands.
guys, yeah, that works too.
Just
You
do
guys
this.
could only use the one sheet that you cut up and then just attach both ends like Alan just showed.
Yeah, watch.
And
I'm
by
gonna
the
do it
way,
again, all right? Without getting glue on my hands.
yeah.
1 second. Give me like 20
And
seconds.
once you guys finish with this, feel free to leave. We're already like 3 minutes
No, I gotta play
ahead.
tennis.
So if you guys have other things you have to do afterwards, please leave. And once you finish this, you can use it to decorate your own home. So that's really cool.
Yes, make like 100 of these and put it all over your house. Your mom won't get mad at you, I swear. If she does, I'll speak with her. All right, ready? So yeah, it's like that. And then you attach it, bro. All right, if I had actual, oh, look, my finger's stuck to my other finger because I use super glue. All right, if you want to leave, you can leave now. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Sleep good.
Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope everyone has a good Mid-Autumn Festival and that you guys learned something new today. So see you next week. Oh, sorry, we didn't go through the homework. Okay, don't leave just yet. I'm so sorry. So what did you celebrate? What did you celebrate the Moon Mid-Autumn Festival this week? Or how? Sorry, got that wrong. So how did you celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival this week? So we'll be answering this question during our next class, but thanks everyone for joining in, and I hope you guys learned something new today.
Oh, this can't happen to me. I was destined to be a D1 tennis player. No. All right, if you're watching the class, stay back. If you're not watching the class, then you can leave.